Hello and welcome back to Caltech Gaming. So today we are continuing to play Monster Prom. So this is a game we started earlier this morning. We played I think 4 or 5 runs of it so far. Got some quite funny writing. I don't have any idea what it would be like playing 2 players. We haven't done that yet, but we've been just playing short games here. So 3-week games. We've done all the characters once and then red and green a second time, so let's go to blue again.
Sweet!
Okay. Character reductions. Right. Starting quiz. Okay, which mythological creature is this? Whoa, what the hell was that? Okay. Don't know what I chose there, but, fan fiction. Yes, sure. Your ice cream, rainbows and gummy bears, spicy chocolate meat, tequila and coke, success, double cream Legrere, and meringues. What are that? Need some more of these because we've already pretty much seen all of the questions and responses.
Let's go!
Alright, so what do we want to do? Get lots of money, we get... Oh, hey. That kinda actually gives you a clue as to which ones are which. Money... Boldness... Smarts... Fun... Charm... There's 6 of them. Reading wall? Where's creativity? Creativity is the theater. Okay, so now we know where we can cover to get a clue what each of these does. Alright. So that's something we've now learned. Alright, interesting. So, what would we want to do then? Still don't really know what the stats affect, but let's take, what do we want this character to be given? I have absolutely no idea. Presumably this is how you kind of direct yourself to the right endings, which is something I haven't really been doing before. We've just been kind of clicking around randomly. Let's do outdoors. Goes crazy, again some fun. It's got lame.
Lame.
Look, not that I care, but aspiring to be a professional sports star is both impractical and passe. Wait, you don't care? But you walked all the way over here just to tell me that. Plus, you don't want to be like a professional magnetic ibuprofen? Magnetic influencer. Try to keep up. But how does those guys earn money? Magnetic influencers don't earn money, Scott. We earn cultural capital. Oh, okay. How much cultural capital does a sandwich cost? See, I'm not getting through you. How do you explain to this cretin why my career path is objectively the best? Yeah. And could you also explain what cretin is? Lame means that he wants to be an artist. Artists are important. Who do you think designs all those sports jerseys? Actually, I think sports is the best career. And I mean, how far can a medic influencer throw football, huh? Let's be nice.
Awesome, bro!
Whoa, artists do that? I always thought they were uniformly designed by the same person who designed my studly pants. God. Man, are you God? Well, Scott, God is dead.
Welcome to
But so
Leon
am I.
Day Lion
So
Court.
essentially, yes. So cool. You wonder how will take for Scott to figure out that Liam isn't actually God. In the meantime, you gain 2 creativity and 1 smarts. Okay. Well, I guess that went well.
Let's go!
Alright, so we got Coach sitting here alone. Medusa and... Who's Diablo, and we're... And the cat over here. We haven't done the cat alone. Do we want to do the cat alone, or do we want to do these ones? Let's do the cat alone.
Show me that money.
When you can prepare and buy some weird shit instead. Okay, so you still just buy shit here. Alright, that's the thing. So we actually have the 7 money to be able to buy anything this time. I think. Yep. Dragon meat. White tables. So these are flagged events, so presumably they unlock something. Selling a corpse. Dragon Heat. A classic, so cheesy and stupid that I can't stop reading it. I never thought I would say this, but I'm now super into dragon games. Yes, yes. We're buying erotic fanfiction about dragons.
Later, Gator. Let's go.
Okay, so we've now spent that money. We have that item. For whatever good that does to us. We could get more money, but we don't really do that. Let's go and do... Let's do our bolts. Go into that. Yeah. 2 bolts. Alright. Liam and Vera doing the best.
Pathetic.
Do you see the leggings that Succubus is wearing?
Lame.
How could I not? They're about as subtle as the dyadic intent of Jonathan Swift's A Modest Proposal. Oh, you know, sometimes I worry we're the only 2 fashionable monsters at this entire school. But then I realize that's not something to worry about. That's something I feel smugly superior about. I could have only put it slightly better myself. Now, focus, Farrah. We've got so many more outfits to critique. Yeah, like, what the f is this sweater? Like, no. Ugh. No way to avoid. About to walk right past them quick. Improvise a fashion accessory that will actually impress them. Put a hot dog on a costume you keep in your backpack for emergencies. It's so ironic. Liam should love it. Strip naked and then tell them you're wearing fabric that only cool people can see. And Farrah's all about being cool. Well, obviously we're gonna strip down naked. Duh. You rip off your clothes and casually saunter up to Liam and Farrah, letting them know about your special outfit. They look you up and down, then look at each other, and then look back at you.
Oh,
looks good.
not bad.
Decent. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I wouldn't choose that for myself, but it's certainly a bold choice. One could even say a pleasant one. Yeah. Yes, I too can see your outfit. It's
That
fine.
has been quite
Oh.
pleasing.
This is an invisible outfit for cool people trick. I wouldn't fall for that shirt. I was actually talking about, whoa, walking naked in front of people. Can you dance between being bold and just being an exhibitionist? You gain 2 bold and 1 charm.
Let's go.
Alright, so what do we want to do this time? Let's do smart, bold, creativity, charm. Fun. Charm. Dodgeball match. Everything seems lost. Yep, so we get our charm. And then the event. Reading. Oh, you're wandering down the hall reading Dragon as discreetly as you can, which apparently isn't very, because Paula and Vera clock this immediately. Ugh, you're actually reading erotic fanfiction about dragons?
Yes!
Because we love Dragon Heat. I'm all about the 19th century Russian literature. What a ghost girl can't say. no to some erotic fanfic, am I right? Yes. I'm literally working on my Morgana Von Breastreach cosplay all week. All week. Jeez. Don't worry about why. Speak for yourself, Polly. I've never... Oh, fine. I may read Dragon Heat, but I don't go around just telling people. She's blushing up here, across her nose. In red. We're clearly safe with her. Fellow Dracophile can always be trusted. Are you sure? I mean, if anyone into Dragon Heat must have a wicked mind. 297 chapters and counting, it still manages to amaze me with all new levels of Prom. Yeah, right? I fucking love it. I must admit, I'm a bit vanilla when it comes to fave chapters. Mine is the one where Harold McDonghard, Horus the Hydra, and the deranged Draco Delacourt have to rest in an inn after the Choking Bay adventure, only to discover that there's just one available bed. There's only one bed, the classic fanfic trick that never fails. Ah, yes, that one was so good. I personally prefer the one where Benissaria unmasks her masked savior after a passionate kiss, only to discover it's herself, and then they totally bang. I'm not a fan of time travel, but sign me up for a good self-sext. Amen. What about you, Blue? What's your favorite story arc? Nothing to worry about. You'll just be revealing your innermost kinks to us, no pressure. Easy, the Sexcalibur arc, where they want to discover the chosen one who can control the mythical Sexcalibur dildo, and they have a super orgy, so everyone can have their turn with a dildo. Yup. What about the exclusive chapter I've written myself? Oh, clearly, it's the Sexcalibur dildo arc. Whoa, who could forget the Sexcalibur arc? 297 chapters, it's rather easy to forget some arcs. Yes, but that one was epic. The tension and thrill of wondering who would be the chosen one each time someone used the magical dildo. I must admit, it was very lubricating. I should praise the fact that it was entirely written from the viewpoint of the dildo. Who would have thought? Blue here is such a kinky deviant. Maybe we would do our own Sexcalibur trial one day. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here yet. But I might or might not have an official Sexcalibur dildo myself. It's hard to say no to dragon dildos. Yeah. As Bad Dragon would, of course, not exist without that. Fuck yeah. All these years of insecurity, and it turns out to be the erotic dragon fanfics were the ultimate icebreaker. Here, have 2 smarts and 1 fun to celebrate your unexpected victory.
Let's go!
Okay, so we continue to hang out with them, the witches, Miranda and Damien. These two, or the cat, yeah. So let's hang out with them. Find them both eating. Wait, both of them? Oh, yum yum yum! I sure do love food and eating. Look at this food go in me. Yes, this cafeteria sloppy Joe truly has a subtle flavor profile. Finally, you notice the cause of this absurdity. A well-dressed businessman sitting at the next table, watching both women intently. Yeah. I know you like this, baby. My eating is realistic and erotic. Be cool, Polly. The man wants to pay us for eating in front of him, not screaming about eating. Jacket. This is not what eating is. I forget. Well, Vera tries to explain eating to Polly. The businessman shyly approaches you and gives you a small bow. Much obliged, friend, he says in a small voice. Are these 2 fine ladies your friends? I must confess that I've searched far and wide for a suitable candidate to fulfill my rather unusual fetish. Paying a student at high school for monsters to eat food while I watch politely from a distance. I cannot choose which of these 2 beauties to hire. The snake-headed one possesses a certain grace. Yeah, pay me, motherfucker. Pay me to do a thing I was going to do anyway. but the translucent one has such passion. I don't even want the money. This is just fucking weird and I love it. In your opinion, if this is ambitious, which would be the wiser choice on my part? The Gorgon, obviously. Look at how many mouths she's got on her head. The Ghost, for sure. I've never seen someone eat so convincingly. Yeah, the Ghost. The businessman, you know. You're right. Never before have I believed that someone was actually eating real food. Yup, that's me, eating real food with my real mouth and teeth. Are you kidding me? That's convincing you? Food is falling right through her body onto the floor. Don't hate me just because I'm efficient at eating. Don't worry, I hate you for other, more private reasons. What? So sorry, can't hear you. Too busy eating real food. You can team up with Polly to make eating even more realistic. She passes her food through her body to you and you eat it for her. It's pretty hot. God, was that a fucking...
Let's go.
Alright, so we got 8 in most stats and 9 smarts and 1 money. So what are we gonna do? Let's do... Sure, we'll go class. See if we can get smarts. Yay! Yeah, 11. Later, you're carrying around your precious dragon heat when spotted by Miranda and Damien. Whoa, dragon heat. I love it. Also, you may not know this about Damien, look at him. But when it turns out that he too is a hopeless romantic heart. Are we reading the same series? I'm in it for the dragon dong, Miri. Nothing is so bad yet so good as a billionaire dinosaur made me gay. Damien, you are being utterly foul. Don't profane the deep emotional connection between Harold McDonghart and Godiva Galantina. Damien, deep emotional connection? Is that why the latest chapter ends with Harold finally boning Godiva and then she wakes up to find him gone? The cliffhanger was entirely misleading. People simply don't abuse each other's love and trust that way. I worry about you, Miri. I really do. I just desperately want to know what happens next in Dragon Heat. Do you think Harold is capable of being so mean-spirited? True art imitates life. Look at Damien's Tinder messages to see what he's capable of, shall we? Harold may or may not be a scoundrel, but love is alive. Let's take both of you to the greatest three-way first date ever to prove it. Three-way first date? Or do we insult him? His Twitter messages. I feel like we're gonna get shut down if we try this one. So we'll go with the insulting option. Solve everything forthwith. The real-life logic applied to fictional circumstances always clears things up. No, wait, don't. Too late. Miranda snatches Damien's phone and using some kind of mer magic is able to unlock it and open Tinder. Why, Damien, the things you've said to these people. No! They're beautiful. Never in my life have I read such heartfelt, soul-wrenching expressions of deep love. I mean, a sonnet based on each person's uterus name? Beautiful. I can only hope that one day someone will treat me with the same affection you show to those you court online. That's not me. A lame-ass poet hacked my account because of reasons. Yeah, that's what happened. There's nothing to be ashamed of, Damien. This is beautiful, and being so vulnerable takes courage. Gah, fine, okay. I think love is metal, but fuck, getting vulnerable unsettles me big fucking time. And truly, I fucking think this McDonghart truly loves Godiva, so that he may have a good reason for his sudden disappearance. I know, right? He couldn't have been mean-spirited, and I knew you couldn't either. Doesn't it feel good to have shared your softer side? Fuck you, Miri. Fuck you hard. But yes, huzzah. Everyone believes in love. The real question is, might they believe in love with you? That's the real cliffhanger here. You gain 2 charm and 1 boldness. try now? Let's see. Creativity, fun. Fun and creativity are kind of low, so we can do theater or outside. Let's do theater. Yep. Do creativity. Rehearsals for the play are going as smoothly as they do at any school populated by monsters. As a good castmate, you're more than happy to run lines with Vera, not just because she looks great in her costume. And for doing that with a moldy grapefruit, and with my mother no less, you must die. And then the director said I could improvise any kind of assassination I want. Now, I'm just someone with a reputation for knowing a thing or 10 about murder, so I don't want to go through with just the run-of-the-mill knife through the eye kind of deal. What kind of unexpected onstage murder would really knock them dead, so to speak, bore them to death? Complicated killing machine involving jello pudding, a ceiling fan, and chrysanthemum. Yes. That sounds unnecessarily complicated, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Together, you and Vera set to work creating the most spectacular murder machine of all time. By the time the orange rind and corkscrews are in place, this thing is really coming together. This thing looks fantastic. You know what? I think I'm going to end up marketing and mass-producing these. Vera Oberlin's murder machine destroys your enemies, sends faxes, and makes a mean cup of coffee. And since you did have a small part in suggesting it, there can maybe be some small print at the bottom. Original murder conceived by Blue. A machine that will wow the audience on stage as the consumer audience as well. And wow them it does. Becoming an instant bestseller, uniting you and Vera forever in an adventure of theater, entrepreneurship, and bloodshed. The pre-sales alone, you gain 2 money, not to mention Vera's admiration and 1 boldness.
Let's go!
Okay, we got Star Prince, these guys, Poltergeist, thing there. Let's do Star Prince. This has been pretty funny so far. Trying to annoy a deal piece when space untwisted to reveal international
Greetings, my
prince.
love.
Most glorious hero, thank the squid star I've found you. Been confounded by this fiendish riddle, a riddle that has vexed me for days, nay weeks. The riddle of how to change the ringtone. Yep, I've seen this one before. But. Yep, 6th dimension. Cool. And we're definitely going to take the acid foot again, just because that was way too funny last time when we did this one. Yeah. Charm 14.
Let's go!
Fun is our low one, so let's get some fun. Yeah. You really think that's how this works? Too fun for stabbing poor Bob. You're doing the thing that gives you the most in life. Reading Dragon Heat when you're suddenly approached by Scott and Lynn. Ha! Fellow connoisseur of the Dracophilic arts, like everyone in this school apparently is. Here, Scott and I are also experts on the topic, an unexpected duo.
Hooray!
Yeah, Liam and I are fandom buddies. We love to discuss the things that we love on our favorite stuffs, wikis, and forums. We're the best fandom buddies, even if we don't always agree, like the Starco and Markapoo thing. Okay, first, let's be clear. I engage in passionate fandom conversations only as an ironic way of celebrating how low culture, which I truly despise. Second, for the 100th time, after spending years in Hekapoo's dimension, Marco is now actually in his 30s, so it isn't right if he dates a 16-year-old girl. These details matter, Scott. Think how wrong it would be for me and all of my 400s to date people from this school if all of you were actually teenagers instead of being much more conveniently in your 20s. That explains why they're in their 20s on the list. Anyway, enough meta discussion. Scott and I are here in the situation. Even if our opinions differ, we can agree our opinions are superior in comparison with the rest of the strangers on the Dragon Heat wiki. Yes, there's that. Lame here is like super smart, and I'm a good boy, so my ideas should be good too. But the people on the wiki can be really mean sometimes. We need to gain their respect so we can convince them to be good boys too. Scott is right. We need to somehow earn the role of moderators so we can show all those lesser beings who's boss when it comes to the Dragon Heat fandom. But how? I'm sure you'll give us an absurd yet effective idea for a solution, as can be effective from good old Blue. Let's ask them nicely if they can stop behaving like internet trolls and instead start respecting your opinion. Let's write a powerful fanfic set on Dragon Heat Wiki, where you're depicted as the coolest users who should be respected. Not so creative. At least wielding art is our only weapon. Yeah, weapons are fun. Lame opens a new document on his laptop. Come on, Blue, amaze us with your fanfic magic. Oh dang, you never thought this was going to be the one doing the writing. You weren't prepared. Let's see what happens. Lame and Scott read as you write. Lame and Scott and Blue were very cool and nice, and they lived in the Dragon Heat Wiki Kingdom. There were also that everyone said, hey, Lame, Scott, and Blue are very cool and nice. We should make Lame, Scott, and Blue our kings. So Lame, Scott, and Blue were the kings of the Dragon Heat Wiki Kingdom because they were the most cool and most nice in the kingdom. And everyone became centaurs, and they had centaur sex. Now you're just writing pages of centaur sex. It's perfect, right, Lame? I like the part where she said, 3 of us were very cool and nice. Oh my god. So, yesterday, we were at a book and bar in a town a ways from here. The beer my friend got was a centaur with red kicks and an old school boombox. I mean, I forget the actual name of it, but the motto on it is what's cooler than a centaur and red kicks with an old school boombox. It was pretty good, the beer. Yeah, it was damn funny. So that's just, funny happenstance that this line comes up here. It's not perfect, Scott. Also, you can't use centaurification in just cause. Centaurification is a very delicate fanfic tool that needs to be used under the right circumstances, and I think Blue was just trying to fool us into reading her extremely dirty centaurification fic, so not cool. Ooh, she almost fooled me by saying we were very cool and very nice. That was very not cool and very not nice. Very not cool and very not nice indeed, my dear Scott. Why do you always have to turn to centaurification when anxiety reading? Well, at least you got them to read your extremely dirty centaurification fic. Still, you lose 1 charm and 1 creativity. The monster prom draws near. Oh. I think this one we've got to go with Polly, because she had the funniest stuff in this one. That eating thing was hilarious.
Hey, Boo!
So we're gonna ask Polly to the prom.
Let's go!
Wow, not a chance! You're boredom on a stick. You'd bore me to death, and then what would I be? A metaghost? Pass.
No way, Boo.
Your failure made you so disappointed. Biased by society, you're exiled to the wilds, then joined a pack of wolves. Still, you were bad at social interaction. You also failed at getting a date for the wolf prom. Most likely to marry a zebra. Always loud. Be loud like love. Okay. There you go. A bunch of new events that came up by buying that Dragon Heat. These 3 weeks were the most epic and absurd. Yep. Know what? Polly took a summer job. Yep. Know that. Yep. He left the physical plane, and the last thing he did was give everyone a condescending hug. Okay, so there. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy, because all the countries, the right, should be graciously ruled by the king. 3 weeks. Yep. There it is. So, Monster Prom. That is a failed blue poly run. This game is just... It's hilariously good. The writing in this is really funny. We've run into so much just random shit in this game. It's awesome. So we'll go ahead and cut this video off and start a new one. Thanks for watching.